Hello and welcome to my channel. Yes, I am DJ Fargis. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and maybe subscribe if this is the first time that you have joined me. It really does help us, especially us new channels, to get out there, find new people that may enjoy them. Also, I'm thinking about starting up, putting my PayPal information down below if you want to contribute. The computer that I'm using, or laptop that I'm using, is dying badly, and I really need to get a new one. I don't really like asking, I really don't. I'm not going to start a Patreon, especially channel being so low. Not fair. I know a lot of people pay out things that you desperately need monthly, so for a small channel to ask for a Patreon is just not on, I don't think. And to be honest, I'm not happy at asking for you to donate, to be truthful. Donate only if you can afford it, that you may not lose or miss a £5 note, a £10 note if you can go that high, or even if it's just a couple of quid. But don't, obviously, keep yourself short. As a YouTuber and DJ, it's pretty much all voluntary. We don't get paid to do DJing. I don't get paid, obviously, to do YouTubing at this stage. As you know, that the YouTube rules of being able to earn money on YouTube is very, very hard for us small channels. Yeah, that's that bit out of the way. Other than that, if you do enjoy the channel and you can't afford to give anything, then please don't give anything. Just you viewing the channel, liking the channel, and even sending the odd comment really helps us out. Thank you for watching.
DJ Fargis.
DJ Fargis.
Are you ready?
Yeah!
Back by popular demand.
Everybody listen all over the world.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is DJ Fargis. A very warm welcome to you. I hope you've been listening to my DJ sets. I started back at Hive a couple of weeks ago, but this week I did have a week off. I was whisked away for a weekend, but I'm back this Friday, so don't forget to tune in again for my set. This is if you're listening to this week, the week that I've put it up. Okay, this is another weird dream, and it is a little bit of warning. It can be a little bit explicit, so if you have a cheeky tummy, you may not want to listen. This is a dream that I had a while back, and I recorded it roughly so I wouldn't forget it, and that I would be able to record it properly for you. And hopefully today I will be able to. But re-listening back to it, I'm like, wow, this is really graphic. So I think some of the dream I may leave out, so it's not quite so bad. But I will be telling you the dream pretty much exactly as I had it. So this is the first weird dream that I've had and been ready to record. I mean, I do often get weird dreams and different kind of dreams, but sadly no naughty dreams. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you, although I bet really secretly some of you would wish that I would, but no. This is just my weird dream section of videos, and that's all you're gonna get. Okay, apparently this dream starts. It's like I'm watching a film or a movie, and it starts with this very posh bloke being taken into jail. He's been walked through to where his cell is, and people are screaming and shouting and throwing things at him. He's been walked into his cell. He just lays down, angry faced, not speaking to the guards when they just tell him the rules of the house, and they walk away and leave him. A few minutes later, a female prisoner comes to him because apparently this is a mixed prison. She's trying to talk to him, and he's just trying to foo-foo her off. He's not interested. He's posh. His posh, angry face. He's just like telling her to go away. She's not going anywhere. She's just standing there waffling. Next minute, she's asking, does he smoke? Has he got a light? And he's like, will you just go away and leave me? Apparently, in the dream, I think there's a lot of swearing, because when I recorded it originally, I'm swearing quite a lot, and I'm like, don't normally swear that much. So I'm going to try and cut out some of the swearing, but in his posh voice, he does swear at her and tells her to go away. He's not interested. And then she gets like a little bit more aggressive towards him and says, nah, that's not going to happen, mate. I'm not going to leave you alone. I'm in charge of this wing, and some of the inmates are what I would call my personal officers. Don't think for 1 minute that they're going to leave you alone either. I'm in charge, and for you to stay in this wing, you have to pay a toll, either in money, bits and bobs that you buy. Apparently in America it's called conversaries, something like that. I probably said it completely wrong. So if you're American and you're listening to this, you're probably having a laugh. Conversaries. I can't say it. Usual thing. Yeah, I can't get my tongue round some certain words. Conversaries. But in the UK, I'm pretty sure it's just bits and bobs. Things that you buy, fags, sweets, chocolate, crisps, snacks, that sort of thing. And I think probably your health products come into that as well, like deodorant, soap, that kind of thing. So yeah, she was basically saying you're going to have to pay with these sort of things. And he's just like, he's not having it. He's just telling her where to go in his posh voice. Both of them swearing, of course. Then the dream kind of moves on a little bit. Apparently, I'm in this part. Lucky me. And it's a bit weird as well. It's kind of in some kind of, not theatre, conference room, I guess. Some kind of conference room, and there's like a bit of a stage, and there's like speakers, a microphone in the middle of it, and there's people sort of around doing stuff. It looks like they're, plugging wires in, things like that. And the rest of us are just sort of standing around, talking, mingling, so to speak. And then someone's like tapping the mic and it's not working. And it looks like they're indicating to someone to go and sort it out. Someone sort of runs off round the back. The lights don't seem to be on at the moment either, and they kind of start flickering. And you can hear a bit of like feedback as it comes on and off. And then suddenly it comes on and you can hear like a little minor hum from the mic. Someone says like, testing, can everybody hear me? And everyone sort of stops with what they're doing, their conversations, and begin to smile and look towards the person that's on the mic and nodding and, yeah, we can hear you, that kind of thing, giving a little bit of a clap. And he says, really wonderful to have you here this morning. I just want to thank everybody here for your hard work. We've caught him. We've got him. And then there's like a big cheer and people clapping and wooing, and I'm standing there smiling and happy. He says, yeah, we've got him. He's here in this prison with us. He's not going to hurt anybody else. I just want to thank everybody for all your hard work in going towards catching this guy. I appreciate the overtime and everything that you've done. And so, yeah, everyone's happy and happy. Anyway, I've started to go towards the back, and I've gone into like a back room. And I've gone in there, I'm carrying something, and I believe it to be a very expensive piece of equipment. Yeah, good old clumsy me. I go in there and I trip over something, probably my own feet. And yeah, face down, item in my hand, smashes to the floor. It looks like I've only broken part of it, like the corner of it, but enough to be noticed. And I'm like, oh my god, no, I've broke this thing. Oh no. So then I'm like, call my friend over, and I'm like, come in to the back room with me. And she's come into the back room with me. She's like, well, what's up? I said, I've just tripped over and I've smashed this. I said, this is the thing, isn't it? I said, this is the thing that, you know, we spent months saving to get. And she's like, yeah. She said, it's really, really expensive. What have you done? I was like, I fell over. I broke it. Look, I've just broke it on the corner here. She said, oh, yeah, you can see it, but it's not really noticeable. You can get away with it. I'm like, I can't. I think it's really noticeable. She said, you know, she just like pulled part of it out, like an arm part to it. She said, they'll still be able to use it. It still works, I expect. And apparently, in my last recording, I described it as like an old tablet kind of thing. But describing it that way, I don't really think something like that would have been expensive. But in my dream, this item is really, really expensive. So then I say to her, I said, I'm going to have to own up to it. I'm going to have to tell them that I broke it. And she's like, no, don't do that. You can't do that. They won't notice. And I'm like, yeah, they will notice. I'm going to have to. I said, do you know what the firm's like? And she kind of looks at me. And I said, don't you remember? I said, they have everybody in the yard all lined up. And they're like, whatever's gone wrong, whatever's happened, you have to own up to it. Because then it's like, it's really humiliating. They're like, who's broke this? You know, you come forward now and you tell me. So then you're like in front of everybody and you've got to admit that you broke it. And if it's too scary for you to step forward and you don't, then they start, well, okay then, we're going to start punishing people if you don't come forward. I'm going to punish somebody at random. So you better tell us who you are. You know, I can't go through that humiliation. And I believe that the company appreciates honesty. So she's like, yeah, you're true, you're right, you're telling the truth. Like, you know, you're going to have to come clean. I'm like, I know. I said, but I'm going to go and tell them. I said, but I can't do it now. I've got to go and find out if that guy is in that particular wing. And she's like, yeah, okay, well, you better go and do that then. But then, soon after, you've got to get on with it. So I'm like, yeah. So I leave that area and I go to this other area. It's like really, really weird. The only way I can describe it is like the old-fashioned, like Greek standoff arena kind of thing. There's like a big, massive dome circle, seats all around the outside, and some kind of like staging area towards the back. And I'm too late to go where I want to go. They've kind of started something, kind of show thing, and there's people there watching it, hundreds of thousands of people sitting there watching it. And I'm like, I need to get behind the stage area. How am I going to do that with everybody looking in that area? And how am I going to get down there? And so I'm like in a little bit of a dilemma. I'm like, how am I going to get there? But then as I'm looking down, the area that I want to go has kind of gone into like a darkness, like shadow. And I thought, oh, I might be able to get through there without being seen too much. So I worked my way down there, going through the crowds of people. I told you this, my dreams are weird. So then, yeah, I go through all these crowds of people and I go slip behind the back. Like a prison yard, there's people kind of hanging out, smoking. And I've gone up to them and I'm like, this is wing, I don't know what I called it. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, there's that posh gentleman in this in this block. And they're like, don't know what you mean. And I'm like, yeah, I know you've all been sworn to secrecy and how important that is. But trust me, it's important that I need to know that he's actually in this wing. So tell me, is he in this wing? And they're like, don't know, still. I said, look, honestly, I need to know. And they're like, well, what's this guy done? What's the importance of him? And apparently I go into great detail in my last recording of what this guy has done. And it's a little bit explicit. So I will kind of try not to say too much explicit stuff. Basically, the outliner, I tell these people that he's a really nasty piece of work. That he had kept this girl kind of prisoner. And he did nasty and horrible things to her. And basically did it on a regular basis for months and months on end. And apparently this girl got pregnant. She's trying her best to hide it from him. But obviously, nature, her belly swells up and he realises that she's pregnant. And this guy, as evil as he is blaming her for the pregnancy. Not for what he's doing to her. And he's like, you've got yourself pregnant, haven't you? You've gone and done it. You've gone and got yourself pregnant. And she's like, quiet. She doesn't say anything. Apparently, he rips the baby from her. This is the gruesome bit. Apparently, there's a witness. There must be some kind of like cleaner or a housemaid or something that he had. And somehow she found or heard what was going on. And found her way down to where he was keeping the woman. And she's witnessed it. Him ripping this child from its mother. He's horrendous to this child. And she witnesses it. And he finds her witnessing it. So then he does her in. Tortures her before he kills her. Word got out about this crime. He was then a wanted man. So then obviously it took us a while to track him down. And we've got him now. So it's really important that I know that he's actually in this wing and not in the other wing, that I know where he is. So when the women say, yeah, he's here. I'm like, thank you. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for telling me. Keep to what you've been told. Keep it a secret because, yeah, there are people out there that want to do harm to those that know that he's here. You know, I'm going to take it on the chin. So thank you. Anyway, so I've kind of left them. And apparently then I start getting attacked by these creatures. They're human-like, but in facial and the way they move, they're not human. Anyway, so they're attacking me. And apparently I'm attacking them back. And I'm holding my own, apparently. And I'm not a violent person in real life. So this is a really weird dream for me, too. That I'm very violent and I manage to hold my own and I think I kill one of them and I scare the rest of them off. And I'm like, how the hell did they find out that I know? It must have come from one of them in the yard. So I go back down there again and I'm like, who told? Who told those creatures that I knew? And they're all like, wasn't us. I said, it has to be one of you. It has to be one of you because it was only you lot and me that was here. And then I went, oh, hang on a minute. There was another one, wasn't there? There was another woman. I bet it was her. So I've gone up to her, found her, and I'm like, you told them, didn't you? You told them that I knew. And she just laughs. So apparently I get extremely violent with her. I punch her a few times in the face. And she's bleeding a little bit. And she's just laughing. And she's like, you can't harm me. Ha ha ha. You can't hurt me. And I'm like, yeah, I can. And I ripped one of her legs off. Yeah, just a matter of fact. I ripped one of her legs off. As you do. And I chuck it away. And she's like, still laughing. She's not in pain. And although I've ripped the leg off, there is no blood, there is no gore. Which is unusual in some ways because I do like my horror movies. So yeah, it could have gone down with one of my horror movies in the dream. But no, this is not edited. It is as it was in the dream. It was completely clear. It was just like pulling legs and arms off of a dolly. So yeah, I pulled a leg off and there was no gore. And she's like, ha ha ha, you still can't hurt me. And then the leg that I threw away kind of starts wiggling back towards her body. And I'm like, you're one of them, aren't you? And she's like, ha ha, yes, I am. You can't hurt me. My body will just pull itself back together again. There's nothing you can do. And I'm like, okay then. We'll see. We'll see about that. So then this leg that's moving towards her body, again, I chuck it away. I start pulling everything of her body apart. I pull all her toes off. And I make all these piles, like 10 piles of body parts. So each toe is on a pile. Then I pull her fingers off and each finger is on a pile. And she's still laughing the whole time I'm doing it. And as I say, there's no gore. It's just like pulling, as I say, body parts off of a doll. I break down parts of her leg and I put it on different parts of the pile. From the knee and from the hip and everything. I put it all apart and put it on each different pile. And I try to break her body down into these 10 piles as much as possible. So much so that I would rip parts of her hair, put them on different piles. And again, she's still laughing as I take her head and face apart. Yeah, weird. So then I've got these 10 piles of body parts. I owed someone to go and get me like 10 bags. I start bagging up these different piles. I said to him, it's your refuge collection tomorrow, isn't it? And like one of them was like, yeah. I was like, okay. And I give him one of these bags. And I said, go and put that in your bin so it gets collected tomorrow. And like this woman was like, yeah, okay. And another woman was like, so what are you going to do with the rest of the body part bags? I said, oh yeah, I'm going to bag them all up. So I'm going to have like 10 different bags. I said, and I'm going to travel around. And I'm going to go to different parts of the country. Put them in odd different bins. So they go to different waste sites. And then I'm going to keep a few of the bags. And then do it again in a couple of weeks' time. So to make sure that her body parts could never be pulled back together again. And that's basically it. That's the end of my dream. Well, this was a long one, wasn't it? I hope you don't mind. And I hope you've enjoyed it. Because, yeah, it's a really weird one. Another weird dream with DJ Fargis. Take care. And goodbye.
Drive home safely. I am DJ Fargis. And I'm out of here.